some of the energy that's coming off of the logos. So, you know, sometimes it's almost like sacred geometry kind of look and feel to it. So it's just interesting.
When the branding specialist that did our new logo last year, she said the same thing, that it was just coming through her as she was working that beautiful purple and yellow lotus that we have. I mean, she basically said she sat at the computer and was told what colors to pull up. So it is, I mean, this is where we're going now. We're beginning to realize the power of what can come through to us. And if you're willing to surrender this farcical idea that you're actually in control, you just give it up to take my advice. when you really surrender the energies that come through you, and you know, I understand that just that little bit of hesitation of, you know, because we don't want anybody to control us, but the energies that come through, they're not controlling. They're just beautiful, and they're information that comes through. And think of it as being a translator. Think of it as working for the UN, and you're standing between two foreign dignitaries that are speaking a different language, and you're simply translating and sharing the information. That's really what surrendering feels like. It's just allowing information to come from one source and you say it to another, and then you turn back and you hear this, you translate it in your own way, and you share it. That's all you're doing when you're surrendering. It's not scary at all, and these are the beautiful things that can happen when you surrender. I mean, I imagine that you have made hundreds of people just shift in their paradigm and heal.
There's a lot of stories.
Yeah, can you share like one or two of your favorites?
Yeah. I was at the Reader Studio in the Learning Light, and this lady, I'm starting to draw this older woman, and she looks sad. I'm going, she's your grandmother. She's very, very sad. And she goes, my grandmother? She goes, well, which side? And I said, from your mother's side. She goes, I hate her. What is she doing here? She goes, she just needs to burn in hell. I don't want to see her. And she actually said this. And then everyone in the room turned around. But I go, I guess we're talking forgiveness here. And I said, you know, she realizes now what she did to your family, to you, to everybody. But she wants your forgiveness now because she needs to move on, you know. And she goes, I'm not going to forgive her, blah, 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 blah. So she goes, I'm waiting for my guides to tell me to forgive her. I go, and I go, you already know that you need to forgive her to move on with your life because you're stagnant now. And she goes, oh, that's true. Because of your not forgiving her, your life isn't moving forward anymore. So basically at the end, she went to the teacher that was teaching this Reader Studio, and she goes, you know, I know he's right. I got to work on the forgiveness. And she was really tearing up and everything. So I hope that she did turn that corner, but she realized something.
I'm sure she did. I mean, maybe not even that day, but I love that you didn't pull your punches because truth is so honored, and you know, when you can hear the truth from somebody. So thank you for having the courage just to say the things that people need to hear, because sometimes they do. They won't hear it from another family member.
Right.
They might not hear it from friends, but when a perfect stranger gives it to them straight between the eyes like that, sometimes that's what you need to shift.
And we as, you know, light workers, readers, we've got to give that message in a loving way. You know, we've got to be very diplomatic about how the message is coming through. And it's easy because the guides are coming through lovingly.
Yeah.
So it's not a stretch for you to make up the words. And that's another thing with doing this work. I've learned you need to put the ego to the side. And I always ask Archangel Michael to come in and do that, because the ego is going to judge, it's going to edit, it's going to just mess up the whole message. So you need to put that to the side. And so that was an interest. It could have been harsh, you know. So
yeah, but we do. We get the message, but we always pause.
Right.
And say, because there's no point in saying it in a manner that's going to make them defensive.
Right. You know, because one of her, I forget all five, but she goes, we never talk about death, we never talk about divorce, we never talk about, you know, there's 5 points that she said you never talk about when you do readings, you know, because you don't want to go there a lot of times. It was her lesson too. Because there was this one reader there, I guess, who told this man his wife was having an affair. And he stormed out of there with a gun in his car. He went looking for his wife, and luckily they found him before he could do anything. They said, you don't do that. You know, you don't divulge that kind of information because you don't know what the ramifications are going to be. And the you could be in a lawsuit, you know. So it's those kind of things that we have to be cognizant of too as readers. So, but that was an interesting story.
Yes, the appropriate course of action would be just to get him to start talking about his marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and approach it from a point of view of, you know, support rather than
Right.
coming from that attack mentality.
So, do you do any readings for your family?
You know, I try to do one for my wife, and I drew her aunt when she was younger, and it's tough. It's tough to do family, you know, because I know the family after being married 25 years. You know everybody. But her aunt did come through. She had just passed, like almost a year when I did that drawing, so she came through.
So, do you wanna, maybe show us some of the people, do you have any, who's your favorite characters that have come through? Some of your favorite teachers and,
Oh, I'll share with you. This is one of my main guides. Her name is Vega, and she comes through, and she's basically, what she does is she's the regulator. When spirits come through to give messages, she'll say yay or nay, you know. And so,
she's your gatekeeper.
yeah, so she's always by my side, and so I could feel her a lot. And
We all have a guide that has a primary function of communication. We have a master guide, one is communication, one is about our life path, and some of our guides can have, you can have different ones that segregate those roles, and you can have one that will play one of those roles, but this would be, Dennis's communication guide, so she's really in charge of what you get and how you get it.
right, right. So a lot of the spirits, what they do is they'll basically lend their energy to me so I can practice. And this is an Indian who came through, and he's pretty much lending his energy. But you could feel when I was drawing him, you could feel the power. You know, it's all about Mother Earth and going back to being more. I love what he says.
Do you know where he's indigenous to?
The one thing that I got with him was the what did they say, the Sioux?
The Sioux?
Yeah. And it says the spirit warrior here to assist with the battle of will. You must be strong in spirit to win this war against the dark ones. Make your light shine like 1,000 suns. Love and forgiveness are your bow and arrows. Always come from the light and you shall prevail. I read that and I'm like, wow. That's, you know, all that writing is channeled too. So
Make love and forgiveness your bows and arrows.
yeah, I love that. So he was amazing. And this is an Atlantis crystal worker that came through. And what her message is, Atlantis crystal worker, she has come at this time because it is time for me to work seriously with crystals. Crystals to light the way, crystals to provide energy, crystals to live life to a more and cleaner, efficient, and safer way of living. Crystals are from the earth and are in tune for living in harmony with their masters. So basically, what I've been told too, crystals, they do whatever, you know, how we program them. You know, they don't have free will. So I was told, and I've seen this in meditation too, that in Atlantis and even in Egypt, that the pyramid, Giza, those pyramids were power stations. And people would have crystals in their houses, and the crystals would be the lights. And every once in a while, they would focus their energy to the pyramid to help with that energy. And what hit me, and what the spirits are saying, that's why you see the Muslims praying to a certain direction. It's derived from that. So they didn't have Edison, you know, they didn't have to pay for the power. It's all free anyway, free energy.